I think it should bring a few $1,000s.
It could end up being a very expensive page of notes. You're looking at a list of unpaid debts, handwritten by John Dayton, also known as Gassy Jack, the founder of Vancouver's Gastown.
So Gassy Jack came to this part of the world, like many people, looking for gold. He didn't find gold in solid form. He was a mariner, and he grew up in Hull and ran away to sea as a young boy. So he ended up being basically a steamboat captain on the Fraser River.
Gassy Jack died in 1875, but not before he wrote a list of money he owed to people like Captain John Irving, who was a famous riverboat captain during that time. It's believed these debts were eventually paid off by Gassy Jack's estate. Over 140 years after his passing, this IOU document lives on, shared by a handful of collectors for over a century. Now it will be auctioned off, available to the highest bidder at All Nations Stamps and Coins in Vancouver on Saturday.
It's our 1,200th weekly auction, so once a year when a big number like that comes around, we try and put our best feet forward and show a bunch of wonderful items that we've either held back for this sale or got in recently that are more exciting than the average material.
If you've been to Gastown, chances are you've noticed this. Pretty hard to miss it. A very large statue of Gassy Jack sits here between Water and Carroll Streets. It's a pretty big reminder of a pioneer who had some pretty big ambitions in the late 1800s. But now it's a sheet of paper with some notes that's getting a lot of attention. And for someone who really wants it, they'll own a serious piece of Vancouver history on the weekend.
It's a piece of Vancouver. It's a piece of Vancouver's history. It's too bad it couldn't be in more of a public realm.
What do you think it'll go for?
I think maybe go for $10,000.
It's a great document for research and study as well, to history buffs, and it's going to appeal to lawyers as well, people who like legal documents and the history of the law in British Columbia will think this is cool.
Someone may end up paying more for this than the roughly $5,000 Gassy Jack owed more than a century ago. Who knew a list of unpaid debts could potentially be worth so much? In Vancouver, Greg Harper, City News.